All right. Welcome to our Fire and Grace team call. It is Monday, May 20th. Tonight, I am excited to talk to you guys about coming back to our why and our vision for ourselves, for this business, for this journey, and sort of making sure that you have that in the forefront of your mind when you go through those tough months or when you hit that roadblock or you hit that plateau, and using that to make sure to push yourself forward. So I kind of wanted to just start with my sort of vision and why. And it's changed over the last 3 years and progressed. And that happens as you go along this journey. But it's something that definitely has kept me going, even on those months where it seems it's a little bit harder, or people are, giving me more no's, or, I'm hitting a block in my, health and fitness type stuff. So it's just the thing that keeps me going. So I started out 3 years ago as a coach, and originally, when people were talking about my why, I was like, okay, well, like, I want to help people. I want to inspire people. We all want to do that, of course. That's like the main reason that we start coaching usually, is because we want to help other people feel the way that we've been able to feel on these programs and with our products and with this community. And so, of course, sharing that is such a huge part of coaching. And I was asked to dig a little deeper, like, think of your why as like that thing that gives you that fire in your belly that makes you want to get out of bed every single day and continue to share and show up and talk to people. And so I really had to think about what it is that I really want for my family, for myself, and kind of dig a little bit deeper and figure out what my big vision for this whole thing is. And when I looked at it, when I first started, the financial side of it wasn't necessarily something that we needed at the time. I started when my youngest son was about 1, and the plan was for me to stay home, with the boys while they were going, or, while I was raising them. And once our youngest got into school, I'd go back to teaching. Like, that was just kind of our plan. And as I got into coaching more, and as the years have kind of gone by, I realized I don't want to do that. I don't want to go back to teaching, because the freedom I've had with my kids and being able to go on vacations without having to get time off, being able to go on field trips with them any day of the week, any time of the week, being able to go help out in the classroom, or be able to, have that time freedom to do the things that I value most, has been such an eye-opener for me. And, I know that there are probably some teachers here. When I was teaching full-time, I got 3 personal days the entire year. And, you got sick days, but you take that, and yeah, you get paid for those, but you're very limited on things that you're able to do. Like, there's no way that I could get a sub and have to write up sub plans just for, a couple hour field trip to go, on with my son. And so really looking at that and thinking, like, this is something that I definitely didn't necessarily start out thinking that I wanted to replace my full-time income with, but it has gotten to that level. And it's something that, even though I didn't think I needed at the time, now that I have it, I can't imagine not having it. So I see, as my vision, I see continuing to get to stay home with my kids and being able to take a family vacation every year, maybe even during the school year, so that we can create those memories. And one of the biggest things that I have on my vision board is to go to Hawaii and take our kids there next year, because my husband and I are going to celebrate our 10-year wedding anniversary. We got married in Hawaii, and that's just something I've always wanted to do, is take our kids there, show them where we got married, and just have those memories together as a family. And to be able to pay for that, it's expensive. And it's something that, prior to this with teaching, I wouldn't be able to get the time off, and we probably wouldn't be able to afford it. And so it's something that, now with coaching is possible because I am able to earn that income because of this opportunity. So that's kind of one of the big things on my vision. Another thing is making sure, I'm just going to make sure that you guys are muted when you're popping on here. Another thing is I think of, you know, where I was before I started, and I think of how much I loved being a stay-at-home mom, and I still do, but not having sort of that community to plug into with other moms who are going through similar emotions and similar things was really hard for me. You know, being a stay-at-home mom can be it is the most rewarding thing ever, but it can be very lonely, even though you're never alone, if that makes sense, because that adult interaction isn't there. So having this community has literally been everything. And I cannot tell you how many, you know, coaches and how many girls on the team and how many people in the group tell us that I'm on the phone. You can ask your dad. He's out there. Your dad's right there. Shut the door, please. They can't ask dad. He's right next to him. Anyways, I hear so many people say, like, I can't imagine where I would be without this team or without this community. And that right there should be enough to make you want to go and tell all the freaking people in the world about what it is we have to offer. Like, think of all those other Renees out there that are in the same spot that I was 3 years ago before starting. Like, they're waiting out there. They're waiting for this. And, you know, through hard times that, you know, you have, there are seasons where, you know, you might go through anxiety or depression, or where you're just kind of feeling low or in a rut or in a funk. And this tribe, this community helps us pull ourselves out of that. And I cannot imagine my life without you guys, without every single one of you. Like, if I had not shared my journey 3 years ago, none of us would be here in this position. You know, maybe you would have started eventually, but I am a true believer in sharing our journey, because somebody somewhere needs to hear it right at that moment. And it's perfect timing for everyone when they are ready and they say yes. But we can't stop sharing that with people, because imagine all the other people that are out there that are where, you know, you were before starting, who are just waiting for you to talk to them and invite them into this community, into this lifestyle, you know, helping them with their depression, helping them with their weight loss, helping them with their confidence, and all of those things. Like, it's such an incredible thing that we have. And that alone helps me push through those days where I don't feel like posting, or I don't feel like, you know, adding new friends, or I don't feel like maybe talking to people. And I think of that, and I think of my vision and the things I want for myself and I want for my family, and that I want for other women. And, you know, to be able to share this community with them. And I just, like, that's what gets me to just do it. I want to share a couple other stories with you of just those strong visions and whys that get them going and keep them going. And I really want to give Lindsay a minute too. Is she still on here? Where's she at? I don't see her. Oh, there she is. There's so many people on here. I'm going to pass it to Lindsay here too after I share one of the stories to kind of share just, you know, how she's kind of worked through those hard times and shown up and poured into the business. Because you'll hear this all the time, that when you get into a funk or you get into that place where you're like, oh yeah, you know, I want to hit Success Club, or I really want to make this work and I want to do that, but you're just not having that motivation to actually do the things to get you there. And how she pushes through that. And it's coming back to her why and to her vision. So first I want to share Logan's story just really quickly. Logan Underwood, she's on our upline in On Fire Empire. She was on bed rest over a year ago with Lily when she was pregnant for like almost 6 months, you guys. Bed rest. Could not work out, could barely get up to just go pee and make one meal. The rest of her meals needed to be brought to her. Thank God for Shakeology, right? Because that's like quick and easy. And she was sick, nauseous, like to the point of needing to throw up all the time. And she still was able to push through and show up every single day and talk to people and reach out and connect and help women start, even though she was in that position. And it's because her vision for her life and her family is so big and so strong that she doesn't let those hard days get between her and what she wants for her family. Her husband's a farmer, so is mine. Her husband farms a little differently. He does more groundwork, so like hay and corn and all potatoes, that kind of stuff, mostly potatoes. And they work very, very long hours, sometimes over 24-hour periods. They have to constantly go out and check the water. They have to, go when circles break and all of these things. And it takes so much time away from family. They can't ever go on a vacation during the summer because they're tied down to the farm. And it's hard. It's very hard, especially when you're a mom of young children and you're home all alone by yourself a huge portion of the day. And to not have that support of, the other parent can be really difficult. And her big vision is to help, bring in an income so that he has more freedom with his time, so that he can eventually come home, or at least, hire someone to help out with those types of things, to where he's not having to leave the house for those circles when they break down, or to go check a line or whatever it is. And that is so huge for her. She has this visual of like how her perfect day looks like, and it's with her family. They're barbecuing in the backyard, the kids are playing, her husband's there, and she always has that, and she's very strong and very passionate about that. And that right there is what keeps her going, even through those hard seasons of life. So that's a really, difficult thing to go through, being on bed rest, especially like, hello, part of our job is to show up and be a product of the product and work out. Like, that's what we do. We're health and fitness people. And so it can be really hard when you're not able to work out and exercise. But to still have that passion for your vision and your why, to still show up and share, she still shared, previous transformations. She still shared, stuff about her kids and about her vision. And she just, continued to show up and show others that even though she wasn't able to do that, the things in this season of her life or that season of her life, that it's still possible for other people. So that was one that I wanted to share with you. I'll have Lindsay go ahead and share real quick, and then I'll share the other story right after that.
Hi, friends. Happy Monday. So I just really quick want to talk to you guys a little bit. Sorry, the lighting's really bad in here, and I'm getting ready to leave for softball. So sorry, I'm trying to get ready. First of all, I signed up almost 3 years ago. My coach-iversary is coming up. But when I first signed up, I just signed up with a discount. I wanted to lose 10 pounds for my wedding. And Renee's like, you want a discount? I'm like, duh, of course I want a discount. Like, who doesn't want a discount? So I lost the 10 pounds, came back from my honeymoon, and Renee's like, okay, what program are you doing? And I was like, what? Like, I just signed up to lose 10 pounds. I'm not doing this. She's like, girl, like, you're kicking it. Why wouldn't you continue this? And I had to think about it, how proud I was when I walked down that aisle in my wedding dress and how good I thought I looked. Like, I mean, I was proud of that, and I was confident, and that's what mattered. I mean, since then I've gone on to lose almost 50 more pounds. And in my mind, that's just mind boggling, because in that moment I felt so confident. And kind of fast forward to the last few months, most of you guys know that I'm currently going through a divorce, and I lost my grandma, who was my best friend, about 4 months ago. So the last 4 months have been hell. But if I'm being completely honest, I've been okay because of this journey. 3 years ago, you guys, I was hiding in a Taco Bell parking lot on my lunch break for fear of people seeing me and judging me for what I was eating. I was 252 pounds. I have a fused ankle, so I couldn't really do anything, let alone a freaking jumping jack. And I showed up for myself because I knew that my life was more than that. It was more than sitting in a Taco Bell parking lot and sitting on a freaking couch doing nothing for my daughter. I knew that I wanted more. And so, yeah, the last 4 months have been awful, honestly. But when I really think about it, I am so gosh dang blessed. There's days that I don't really want to show up, but I'm like, okay, I've come how far? Why would I give up now? Like, why? When I get those messages from women saying, you know, like, thank you for helping change my life. Thank you for helping me lose weight. Thank you for making me feel confident when I went on my trip with my husband to Mexico. You know, thank you, blah, 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 blah. That's what keeps me going, you guys. And that's where it's so much more than a damn sweaty selfie. Like, who cares if you got your workout in? Like, good for you. It's about this right here. It's about having the confidence to go out in public and be proud of who you are and not hide in a Taco Bell parking lot. It's about being there for your kids and chasing after them at the park and having the energy to get off the couch at the end of the day. It's about showing up for your team when your team needs you. It's about being the best wife that you can be for your family. You know, there's so much more than the sweaty selfie, and we all have hard times. And I'll be honest, there's been times that I've wanted to throw in the towel, but why? Like, this life has been so much of a blessing to me. On the days that I didn't want to show up, I knew the girls were going to show up. I knew my tribe was going to show up, so I had to show up too. Why? Because it makes me stronger here. So no matter what it is, we all have different stories that we bring to this table, and we all have a different why. But ultimately, we're all here because we come first. As mothers, as wives, as coworkers, friends, daughters, whatever you are, you have to fill your own cup first before you can fill anybody else's cup. And I know life is busy and we all get busy. Trust me, I'm a busy person. I get it, you guys. I was looking forward to this call tonight so much because you guys bring me life. I was kind of having a case of the Mondays today. I'm not going to lie. I half-assed my workout. I was like, nah, whatever. I got home from work and I wanted to sit on the couch, and I was like, no, my kids deserve better. So I went on a run to my parents' house, and I was like, crap, my team call's coming. I couldn't wait to get on my team call tonight to see all you beautiful faces, to see you women who are changing lives, who are changing your own lives, who are changing your family's lives, because you decided that you were worth this. We all fall off, guys. We are not perfect. Trust me. I ate freaking Chinese food on Saturday night, and it was damn good. But guess what? I showed up today and I'm right back on track because I have a goal, and my why is bigger. My kids deserve the best mom that they can have. So I just urge you, like, no matter what you're going through, you all have a coach. If you're having a bad day or a bad week, reach out to your coach. That's what we're here for, you guys. When I got back from my honeymoon 3 years ago, Renee's like, okay, what are we doing? Like, and if she wouldn't have texted me, you guys, if she wouldn't have been there for me, if I would have been going to the gym, I'm like, screw that. No one cares if I show up to the gym. My life has been completely blessed from this journey and this lifestyle because of you women. And I hope you know that, but so many of you don't know that. You guys are incredible, and you deserve to pat yourselves on the back because you are all showing up for yourselves, and that's what matters most. So at the end of the day, when you're exhausted, don't feel like showing up, just know that there's someone out there watching you who believes in you. And you know what? Reach out to me. I'll kick your ass and get you back in it. I promise you. We all start somewhere, guys. That's just what I have to tell you. And this is a journey, and this lifestyle can bring you so much joy and so much blessings, but you have to allow it to do that. I love you, girls. So damn thankful for you all.
Oh my gosh, all the chills, Lindsay. Thank you so much. That is so, so true. I mean, and that's what I'm talking about when, you know, it's very easy to get caught up. And I don't know if you all saw my post in the team page this morning about the message I got. It's very easy to get caught up in, you know, comparing your income to another coach who's been doing this for longer, or even at the same amount, and maybe they're making more than you. Or it's very easy to get caught up in Success Club points, or selling a challenge pack, or, you know, hitting those business goals that you have set for yourself. But really what it's all about is sharing this gift that we have because there are so many other women out there who need it. They need this community. They need the support. They need the programs and the products we have because they're stuck. Maybe the gym isn't working for them. Maybe they tried, another fad diet that's not working for them. And this is tried and true. Like, all of you are here. All of you have incredible transformations, and you're here for a reason. And we have an obligation as coaches to share that with people because, like I said, I can't imagine if you guys weren't all here. I can't imagine my life without coaching. The confidence, the financial aspect of it, all of the friendships that I've made along this journey, like, you guys are like my best friends. And I of course have some friends outside of Beachbody that I've had forever and ever, but I mean, you guys are some of my very best friends, and I trust with, my life. And I just think when we get into those ruts, we have to remember that that's why we share. That's why we connect to people. That's why we continue to invite. Even when we get no's left and right, is not to sell someone a challenge pack, not to worry about getting a Success Club point, but because that person might be sitting in their house with a bag of sour cream and onion Lay's potato chips, feeling like crap, needing something in their life. And I say that because I was that girl who had the family fun size or whatever, the giant bag of chips, just, saying that I didn't have time, wanting to make a change, but not doing it, not knowing where to start. And I needed that. I needed someone to reach out to me. And I had a call this morning with a couple of girls, and I said, all of us have that fear of at some point of being too salesy or just coming across the wrong way. But you guys, if you share from your heart and you share in the aspect of, what we have to offer, and that this support and this community is everything, and you're inviting them in that way and saying, gosh, I just could never imagine leaving anyone out of what I do or what I have. And I just have to invite you to this opportunity because it has literally changed my life. And just letting them know, and they're going to know that you're being genuine. They're going to know that it's from your heart. I've been doing this 3 years, and I've never gotten anyone say, like, what are you trying to sell me? Because that's not how I invite them, ever. And it just is something that you have to constantly make sure that you're remembering when you get to those hard times and those hard days. Show up for yourself and show up for the people who are counting on you, because it makes such a difference in other people's lives with you sharing your journey. I'm going to share the message that I got yesterday. I posted it in the team page, but for those of you that didn't get a chance to see it yet, I've invited her before and she's politely said no, but I've, still loved on her. She's a friend of mine, and she randomly messaged me yesterday and said, hey, just wanted to tell you I absolutely love following you on social media and what an encouragement you are to me. I know I don't do Beachbody, but I wanted to share with you that yesterday I was happy to hit my loss of 30 whole pounds gone. I couldn't believe it. All my hard work and meal planning is finally paying off. Anyway, please don't ever stop posting. I can't believe what a transformation you've made for yourself. And by that, you are giving other people a chance to believe in themselves. Like, that brings tears to my eyes, you guys. Like, no, she didn't sign up with a challenge pack. I didn't get any points from her, but she's feeling good and she's feeling confident and she's hit this incredible goal in her health and fitness journey because of me sharing what I'm doing and what's working for me. And that is how you guys need to continue to share. And that's why you need to continue to show up every day, again, for yourself, first and foremost. Like, it's the ultimate accountability. But for those people who are counting on you to show up and who also need that in their lives. So the other thing I wanted to share, my sister-in-law, Leslie, who's also, on our bigger team, she had a really rough patch at our summit last year and was just going through a hard time, just mentally, just, comparison and all these things getting in her head. And, she was like, she had called her friend one of her coaches who wasn't there at the time, but she had called her and she was like, I don't know what to do. She's like, I don't know if this is right for me. I don't know if I should be doing this anymore. And she asked her one question and she said, what would you be losing? If you quit today, what would you be losing? And she like started bawling and was like, so much. There's so much that I would lose if I just quit today. And you guys, obviously, like, we know it's not just about the financial aspect. It's not just about, you know, sweaty selfies. It's not about Shakeology. It's not about those little things that we do, you know, and that do still make a huge difference. It really is about your mindset and the way that you approach all of it. If you approach it in a genuine, wholehearted way that you are doing this to not only help your life become richer, but for all those other people who need this and who need that support and community encouragement, they need that confidence, they need that positivity. I can't tell you how many other coaches that have, you know, come on board and within some time, they're like, oh my gosh, I was like such a brat before I started this. I was like so negative towards everybody. I would look at other posts and roll my eyes or like be like, oh, good for them. And just this negativity surrounded by other people doing well and other people, you know, other people's positivity. And those are the people that need this the most. Like, those are the people who need you to show up in their face being positive, because they're going to be like, wait a second, she's still happy. Like, this isn't just a facade. Like, she's still showing me that she's, you know, smiling and she's having fun with this team, and she's going on girls' nights and she's going on date nights with her husband because she's confident for her husband again. And, you know, she's playing with her kids. Like, gosh, I feel like a lazy bum sitting on my couch, never playing with my kids because I can't get up off the floor. Like, again, me, it would take me too long to get up off the floor. So, you know, you guys deserve so much, and your worth is just absolutely incredible. And I just want you guys to all, I don't want you to ever forget that. I want you to continue to remember how much you are worth and how much those people that you're sharing and those people that are following you, it's not in vain. It's not for, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Facial. I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, it's not physical reasons. It's that they need this. They need this mentally. They need the community. They need the love and support. And we just have to continue to show up every single day, because you just never know who's watching and who's being inspired by what you're sharing. And again, not getting caught up in whether people are commenting or liking your post, because I 100% guarantee that they're still watching you and you are making an impact on their lives, even if it doesn't seem like it. So I just wanted to share that. If you don't know, like, you don't have a big why or a big vision, I really urge you to dig a little deeper and figure out what it is that you really want for your life. Like, envision your life in 5 years, and where do you see yourself and your family? Like, what do you see yourself doing? What do you see, you know, what would a perfect day look like for you and your family? And those are the things that you are going to use as fuel to continue to show up every day and continue to talk to other people and share what we have to offer, because those other people might not know it yet, but they have those visions too. They're just too scared to reach out for them because they don't know what's possible unless we share what's possible. I never would have thought that I would be a business owner working from home, you know, making a full-time income ever. Like, because I started out and I was just like, okay, sweet, a discount. Oh yeah, cool. I can, you know, have a few friends join me and cover my Shakeology. Awesome. That's all. Like, I didn't start out being like, oh, I'm going to create my own team and I'm going to be, you know, all these things, and I'm going to take my family to Hawaii. Like, I didn't start out that way, but seeing what's possible continues to fuel me every single day and help me push forward. So I just really, really want you to look deeper. If you're brave enough, I would love for you to share your why or your vision in the team page. We've done vision boards in the past. I just used like a photo of myself and then used Canva or WordSwag or one of those and just put different things like for my vision board that I, want to reach. But yeah, if you want to share, if you have the courage to share, I would love that, because it would be awesome to see what you're working towards and the things that you want for your life, and what that you and your family are worth, and that is an incredible thing to work towards. There's one other thing that I was going to say, and now I totally spaced. Does anybody have any questions or anything that's been on their heart to share, or celebrations or anything like that? No? Well, I am super proud of all of you guys for hopping on tonight. I see a couple new people on here, and I love it. I would love to take a quick team photo. So those of you that don't have your video on, if you guys want to pop on real quick, I'll take a quick little photo and post it in the team page. Hey, beautiful. Sarah, where's your pretty face? Where'd Rose go? There she is. I know Sarah has her little one with her, so she might be occupied. Okay, everybody. Maya. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your night to hop on with us. I really, really, really appreciate you taking that time away from your families. I know it's late, and this fills my cup, you guys. I absolutely love our calls. I love our time together. I love just sharing my heart for this business and for all of the opportunities that it has brought to my life, because I literally don't know where I would be without all of you, without all of it. And it really is just something incredible that I love getting to share with other people and show show others that they can do this too, and that they can live a happy, fulfilling life, and that they don't have to be stuck in a life that they know that they weren't meant for. So one quote I want to leave you with that has really spoken to me since I heard it a few weeks ago is, we have the opportunity to build a life around, we have the opportunity to build our work around our life instead of building our life around our work. And so that's just something that really spoke to me. I'm saying it totally wrong, and it sounds way better how I heard it. But basically, this opportunity gives us the chance to build the life that we want and that we really envision for ourselves. And just keep that in mind, and know that it's so possible for every single one of you. For every single one of you, it is possible. So you guys are doing awesome. Love you all. And thank you so, so much for hopping on. And I'll get the recording up as soon as I can. Have a good night.
Love you, girl. Thank you so much. Happy Monday.